Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with black trim, he weighed an even 212 pounds. From Atlanta, Georgia, also undefeated, 22-0, 18 KOs. He's the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world and currently holds the WBC Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Evander, the real deal Holyfield.
One thing you must remember, protect yourself at all times. If you score a knockdown, I'm going to put you in the farthest neutral corner. Don't come out because I'm going to... Okay? Now, the bell will not save anybody in any round, okay? No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. The 3 knockdown rule is being waived. Shake hands and good luck to both of you. Protect yourself at all times.
Sometimes the magnitude of the evening and the unusual importance is reflected in the eyes of the fighter. This is called freezing up or getting cold. You see a little bit of worry. You don't see that frozen look yet on the eyes of Alex Stewart. We will see as the bell rings whether he is indeed frozen or whether he's in his natural fighting style.
Round 1 scheduled for 12. Evander Holyfield in the red trunks with the black trim. Alex Stewart in the black trunks with the gold trim.
Stewart much taller, but Holyfield is filled out from the waist up, and he's much bigger in the upper body than is Stewart. He's got great punching power on these big shoulders of his, has Holyfield. He's got a stiff jab out right now.
Stewart has never really been in this kind of a high-profile situation before. You know, he's had most of his fights at the Felt Forum, which is more like a club atmosphere. So the question is, how will he react tonight?
So many times you see a big opportunity come and it freezes a fighter right in his tracks. Right now, he's certainly not fighting with his usual style and abandon. He's eating these jabs of Holyfield's, which is a bad news because the right hand will follow shortly.
Holyfield generally starts off slowly, but perhaps he needs the first round to heat up, and then things could get shaky for his opponent.
Well, he's firing bombs right now. He has been set out to put pressure of the kind that he's not used to getting. Stewart,
opening
up to getting that pressure.
With combinations is Evander Holyfield to the face of Alex Stewart.
And Stewart's got to fight back a little bit more power than he's been doing. He's punching with tentative punches is Stewart, whereas Evander Holyfield is punching with everything he's got.
Stewart, a combination boxer fighter. Eddie Futz told me he had Stewart work more on the fighting part in preparation for Holyfield. Another combination by Evander Holyfield.
You see the fast hands of Holyfield and the inability of Alex Stewart to block him.
Holyfield extremely quick, very effective jab, superior hand speed.
Once Evander Holyfield establishes that 1-2, the next thing is the 3, which is a left hook following that zinging right hand. That's what usually knocks you out.
It's the right that ended things for Rodriguez in his last fight, the second round. Holyfield digging to the ribs of Stewart.
Sometimes that adrenaline starts pumping so much it makes you tired before you even start, and he looks tired already.
Does Stewart taking some punishment to the face. He has only been knocked down once against a fighter named Conroy Nelson, but he got up to win that fight in the second round. Stewart looking for the confidence to get past the first round, and maybe that will carry him along somewhat. Heading for the bell. And 1 round complete. And you got to go with Holyfield in round 1.
Oh, that's a definite round for Holyfield. He established everything he wanted to do. He established the jab. He established the pace. And while Alex Stewart doesn't look frozen like a block of ice, he certainly doesn't look like he's in his natural rhythm or fighting with a great deal of strength. He's tentative in what he does.
When you hit a guy here, come back up with a hook. You hear me? He likes to do this, right? So you make me, you hit me here. Come with the hook middle right, because he can't catch both of them. He can catch one, he can't catch two of them. You hear me?
Pirouette giving advice, maybe too many pieces of advice to be able to be absorbed by Alex Stewart. And now, in his quiet way, Eddie Futch is saying a few words.
And Lou Duva in front of Holyfield. Round 2 scheduled for 12. Alex Stewart is actually seeking an American record here. Should he knock Holyfield out, it would be number 25 from the start of a career. He's currently tied with Mac Foster for 24 consecutive knockouts at the start of a career. The world record, Jose Manuel Ibar of Spain, 30. And here comes Holyfield.
Stewart opened that round much better than he opened the first one. He was punching hard. He thought he had himself a piece of cake till he got a couple of counter punches, hard, zinging punches by Holyfield. But he is punching much better and with much more authority as Stewart.
Stewart 6'3", 223. Holyfield 6'2 and a half and 212. Does Stewart look scared to you?
Yes, he looks a little apprehensive. There's a trickle of blood from someplace. I see a little mark of blood. I don't know where that's coming from on Stewart. There's no cut.
Now Stewart comes back with a combination. Cut over the right eye of Stewart.
There's where the blood's coming from. Right eye of Stewart. Nice size cut. Can't see it clearly yet.
They're right above us now. Overhand right by Stewart. A grazing punch, though. Stewart just winding up and missing.
Stewart is missing, but he is pitching bombs. And remember, this guy can punch. He's got a puncher's chance. Anybody that knocked out 24 guys can punch.
Even if he loses tonight, do you think he could still come out not looking like a loser?
Too early to tell. Too early to tell. Right now, off of what he's doing, off of this round, he's looking good.
Stewart throwing bombs.
He certainly shook the cobwebs off.
And landing with that right, Stewart. It wasn't that powerful, though. So this has to be a confidence builder for Alex Stewart.
The cut on the eye does not appear to be that bad. It is not bleeding profusely. It's more of a nick than a big cut on the right eye of Stewart, but it's not good news in the second round.
Well, if Stewart can get past the second round, it'll be more than the last fight because Rodriguez was KO'd by Holyfield in round 2. Less than 30 seconds.
Well, he's punching with everything he's got as Stewart, and he's landed a couple of good shots, but they don't seem to have an effect on Evander Holyfield. Trouble for Stewart, but the bell will save him.
Stewart survives the second. Could have been a goner had it been earlier in the round.
No problem. Give me the bucket.
That bell saved him completely.
Got it. How you feel?
Great.
Just when it looked like he was getting his plan together and landing punches, he got nailed by Holyfield, and he steps up the gas. There's nobody that finishes like Evander Holyfield when you're in trouble. Watch this series of punches. That's the right hand that got him in trouble. Now comes all the other punches. One after the other, raining on Alex, and Alex does not know how to cover up. Let's watch this clearly. That punch. You see the leg come up. All nerves start to jangle, and you seek the desire to lay on the canvas.
How many times have we seen the devastating right hand of Evander Holyfield? Round 3, scheduled for 12. Let's see if Holyfield can pick up where he left off. And let's see how Stewart responds.
You have to see if Stewart is intimidated by that little shellacking he got at the corner at the end of that round. His corner seemed very worried. It's a babble of voices, but they took care of the cut very well.
Alex Stewart seeking respect.
Oh,
He's
very
never
low
lost.
punch. excuse me, very low punch by Stewart. And Tony comes over and says, keep your punches up, but that don't ease the pain.
Stewart has never lost, but of course his opponents have been questioned over and over again.
Now Holyfield in a very lazy posture. I don't understand why he's doing that unless he's trying to lull Stewart.
There's the jab shot out by Holyfield.
He has not tried an uppercut yet, and yet Stewart is leaning in, ready to get hit by a nice uppercut.
Little blood trickling from the right nostril of Stewart.
Evander Holyfield follows instructions very well. Duva screaming, double up that jab, and just as he says it, Evander Holyfield does it.
They want Holyfield to spin Stewart around.
Well, they want him to give him angles to turn, not to stand in front of him. Why get hit by a guy that can punch as hard as he can when you can turn around, spin him, and punch him at the same time? Evander's very good at that, but he's gotten lazy this time. He's just confident that he can put this guy out. He's standing right in front waiting for his shot, for his opening. There's the uppercut we talked about. That's open all night.
A short, crisp uppercut by Holyfield. There's the double up of the jab by Holyfield.
Again, turn, screams Georgie Benton. Duva echoing, oh, good, solid right hand by Evander Holyfield right on the chin of Stewart. Stewart firing back.
Stewart able to come back with a combination.
No dog in Stewart. He's brave. He's up there.
He's standing right in against Holyfield.
He's putting it out punch by punch. You certainly can't criticize his courage.
Less than 20 seconds, round 3. A solid shot to the midsection of Stewart. Final seconds of the third. Oh, and a heavy right by Stewart that caught Holyfield on the chin. It's getting interesting. Here's an Alex Stewart flashback. This is the first time he tasted the canvas against a boxer by the name of Conroy Nelson. It was a first-round knockdown, and let's see what did it.
There's the uppercut, turned his head, and down he went. He's open for an uppercut. It's evident, and it's just a question of time before Georgie Benton spots that in the corner and says to Evander, go for the uppercut. Load up on it because he's available for it.
But Stewart came back with a TKO on the second that night.
Just keep on top of him now. You got me covered?
I want you to turn a little more. You're standing too much in front of him.
Yeah, see, turn. You don't be trying to load up, and then you'll see the shot load up. But just keep hustling. You got me?
Come on. Be patient, Holden. Be patient.
Round 4 scheduled for 12.
Stewart, no evidence of any freezing, no evidence of any fear, no evidence of anything except a man bent on a big upset. He's held his own, although he's lost every round. And he is fraught with danger. His punches are right there.
He's gotten to the point where he is sometimes antagonistic with regard to the lack of respect. He says, I've been treated by Holyfield people as if I didn't even exist, like Alex is a schoolboy who doesn't know how to fight. Somebody has to pay for that. And I can't wait to see the looks on people's faces after I win this fight. From Atlantic City's Convention Center, Steve Albert and the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco. It is round 4 of this WBC Continental America's heavyweight fight. The championship held by Holyfield is his second defense, and Alex Stewart undefeated, 24-0 with 24 knockouts.
Again, Holyfield standing right in front of Alex, who is not shy about putting that right hand in there. Whether he misses or whether he loads up on it, he is throwing that right hand. And Evander is not following his corner's advice. He is not giving him angles. He's not turning him, but he's standing right in front. I think he's getting a little impatient. He wants this thing to be over with, and he is not having trouble putting away Stewart. Stewart is not going anywhere.
Stewart told me the keys to winning tonight are Number 1, press Holyfield, and number 2, take room and time from Holyfield. Stewart can't give him the room and time to punch. And he is causing a little consternation, a little frustration now as far as Holyfield.
Is being patient. He's doing his work. He is not sacrificing the body. He's punching the body, and then the only thing he has let up on is that one good uppercut he landed. He's not repeated it yet.
Both fighters in tremendous condition. Of course, Holyfield with the high-tech scientific approach to endurance strength. Alex Stewart uses the Islanders fitness coach, the hockey team, and he uses many of the same methods as Holyfield.
Well, both men are in good condition. The cut has not reopened, has not been a factor in this at all. It's there, it's a little nick, but it's being well taken care of by the corner.
And round 4 will be history. 4 rounds complete in Atlantic City. Well, Evander Holyfield, not only a star in the ring, but he is starred on the Super Dave Osborne show, seen right here on Showtime, one of the great daredevils of our time, Super Dave Osborne. Evander Holyfield breaking into acting as well these days.
You got to know when this guy's out punching you. You understand? You got to realize it. See, when you see him out punching you, you just open up, right? Don't let him out hustle you. You got me covered? Yeah. All right.
Hey, you got to start punching it. Don't get lazy.
We'll take a look at Ferdy's score sheet. And you've got it all, Evander Holyfield.
Yes, but that last round was very even and could well have been Alex Stewart's. I just thought the punches of Evander Holyfield were sharper, more diversified, landing better. But it was an even round as Alex Stewart shows no signs of giving up, and he's getting stronger.
It is round number 5. Scheduled for 12. Evander Holyfield, the number 1 ranked heavyweight contender. Alex Stewart rated number 2 by the WBA. And looking to prove himself and gain respect tonight.
Well, if he keeps this up,
he will.
If he keeps this up, he will improve his chances in the heavyweight ranks that are slim, because he is not disgracing himself at all.
Well, Eddie Futch certainly has a lot of confidence in Mr. Stewart. This is the second time he's been with him. He was with him in his pro debut, and he came back to advise him for this fight. So he's got a lot of credibility in his corner, that's for sure.
Well, he has an excellent corner. Edwin Burrett was a very fine boxer, and his training and his advice has been good, and Mike Jones is a great motivator. He can really holler and convince you. So he's got a good corner, and so has Holyfield.
Prior to this fight, Stewart had never been extended beyond the 4th round. This is the first time he's ever had to go past 4.
So far, if there's a decisive edge in all this, it's that Holyfield is the leader in the fight. Oh, 2 good shots by Stewart. Right on the head. Another good range. Holyfield standing still, not moving.
A dazed look on the face of Holyfield, as if to say, what's going on here?
Well, what's going on is he's standing still, and Alex is teeing off. He's standing right in front of him.
A right uppercut by Stewart. Got in there. By Stewart, nailed Holyfield.
I mean, he's getting Holyfield getting nailed by every right hand. There's another one. And he has got Holyfield just hanging on.
Holyfield looks bewildered. What an upset is right. Under a minute left in round 5.
And back comes Holyfield. And how often we've seen this in the Dokes fight.
Was Holyfield playing possum? Shades of the Dokes fight.
Absolutely, but he was taking some shots. None of that could have done him any good. He came back because he's got such a fighting heart.
A reckless right by Stewart almost cost him.
2 good hooks by Stewart. There's a right hand by Stewart. And Holyfield again dragging.
Under 30 in the 5th. What a round for Stewart.
Stewart got this fight in his hands. Can he take it?
That was a grazing right by Alex Stewart.
What a round for Alex Stewart. He's taking this one big.
This should be interesting.
You know what you're doing. All right, well, don't do it no more. You understand?
Don't be a hero out there and take shots, goddammit. You get out there and you punch.
Okay, now listen. You're close to this guy now. You just can push him with the get back with your combination. You're going to take him out of there. You understand? Now listen.
Come on, he's busted up now. Come on.
You don't have to jump around so much.
Holyfield took a lot of shots in that fifth round.
Here is Stewart, and Stewart is starting to pump in these shots. Now watch how they land. That right hand should have knocked anybody out, and he just kept pumping that whole round. Evander Holyfield went to sleep on him, let him get brave. This is what's called in boxing. Don't let your opponent get brave. And he took the round in magnificent style to Alex Stewart, and all of a sudden, folks, we got a fight.
And that's the first time I've ever heard Holyfield berated in the corner by Lou Dula. Round 6 scheduled for 12. Stewart coming off his best round of the fight. And let's see how Holyfield responds. Never thought we'd be saying that.
Well, we've seen how Holyfield responds to problems, because Dokes gave him all he could take, and just when it looked like he was going, he would come back with furious flurries.
Left just missed by Holyfield.
And that one was loaded like an atom bomb.
Lightning quick, too.
And he runs into 2, 3, 4 punches by Stewart.
Left uppercut by Holyfield. That dug in.
Now Holyfield's fighting like the #1 contender.
He's really upset. He's fighting angry. Holyfield looking to pull it out.
This is vintage Holyfield. Focused, concentrated, looking for his knockout.
But Stewart showing he can take it. Can he continue to withstand this punishment?
I think he's leaning toward the canvas. His legs are weak. He's got blood all over his face.
Stewart better be careful.
Stewart is caving in. And who wouldn't under this barrage?
Stewart is staggered with 1:40 and counting in round 6. Stewart can hardly stand.
Stewart is a whip fighter right now.
One punch could end it. There's blood all over Stewart's face.
But the question is, the punch comes from whom? Because Stewart has still got that punching power.
This must seem like the longest round ever for Stewart.
Oh, there was the uppercut that we talked about, right on the button.
Look at the blood coming out of the right eye of Alex Stewart. He is bleeding profusely.
Now his face is a mask of blood as Evander Holyfield is pot-shotting. He's just taking his time. He's looking for the openings. He is being very accurate. If there's one thing that marks Evander Holyfield's style, it's his ability to close. Finish the show.
Can Stewart make it through the 6th? His right eye a bloody mess.
Alex trying to fight back. Oh, there's the uppercut again.
Holyfield, his jaw quivering.
There's the uppercut again.
What a right uppercut by Holyfield.
It's there all night if he wants to land it.
Heading for the bell. Stewart will make it. As the blood oozes out from the right eye, and cutman Al Gavin will have to go to work.
What a shellacking.
Frank Doggett, the doctor.
And he's got his work cut out for him and has the corner. Let's listen to that corner.
It's all right, Doc. It's all right. Don't worry, Doc. Everybody's all right. How do you feel?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Stop with the water. Wipe, you got a towel? Wipe him with the towel.
Only one guy in the corner, fellows. Only one guy inside.
Wipe his
Just
face,
look,
Eddie.
this guy Box, don't stay in there with him. You're tired. What are you staying in there for? Box.
Jimmy, let me work on you.
Action from the 6th.
As you can see, that uppercut, which we have been talking about, is open all night long, and Evander has now taken advantage. The whistle blows, Doggett goes out, and it's going to be another round 7 for the weary Alex Stewart.
Stewart waiting for every last second to get up from the stool.
His legs do not look like they have any bounce at all. Those heavy body shots that Evander has been putting in has robbed young Alex Stewart of his legs.
Stewart's energy just sapped, but he loads up with the right.
Why not? He might as well take his chance. He might as well take a shot, because if this goes into steady condition, it's one man who knows his business teaching another who's learning.
And Holyfield throwing darts at the cut right now. He's got a big target. Stewart showing a lot of courage. Right uppercut by Holyfield.
Both men now showing some signs of weariness, although Holyfield, having administered the beating, is the fresher of the two. Ooh. What a load.
What a load that was.
Not many. Ooh, a right by Alex Stewart. Not many people thought it would go this far. They thought Holyfield would dispose of Stewart early.
Holyfield dogging a little bit this time, indicating that last round took a lot out of him. He did everything he could under the sun to get Alex Stewart out of here, and he did not succeed. And here's Stewart, tired as he is, still throwing as much as he can, hoping to turn this around with one punch.
Stewart converting a lot of disbelieving people.
Again, blood pouring out of the cut.
Now the infighting and the uppercuts.
Someone had better teach Alex Stewart what to do about uppercuts. Anyone watching this will start practicing uppercuts if they're going to fight Alex Stewart.
If Stewart comes out of this learning anything, that will be it.
Well, you know, you learn that you've got a lot to learn. And if you understand that, then it's back to the drawing boards. He's young, he's strong, he can fight good, and this fight is not over.
As the blood continues to stream from the right eye of Stewart. Brother, it is coming down.
It's a kind of cut that you can't do much about. No matter what you put in there, it's going to keep pumping, it's going to keep bleeding. Holyfield giving Alex Stewart a parole for this round. He's just giving him a pass. Possibly because he's tired and trying to get his strength together for the final onslaught next round.
Left uppercut. Holyfield found the opening.
Boy, there's another one. Those uppercuts are coming from the boardwalk.
And round 7 is in the books. And they go right to the eye.
Don't get disqualified. Come on down.
Dr. Doggett is back.
You're the boss.
It's not one of them mics. It has to be underneath them.
But you can't put it in front of while they're working on it. They're trying to work on it. You can't mic them in when they're working on it. Keep them mic them in front of while they're working on it.
Dr. Doggett conferring with Tony Perez now.
Excuse me.
Doggett is a little perturbed because they would not let him in to examine the cut, which of course is not right. The doctor should be allowed to come in and take a look at the cut. Too many hands in that corner, too many people talking at one time. And Alex looks like a weary fighter. His mouth open, he's breathing hard. The bell rang and it took every last second before he got up.
It's just impossible to stop the cut. Round 8 scheduled for 12. But Stewart continues to defy the odds. Missed with that right. And he hangs in there with that vicious cut with blood streaking down his face.
Again, Evander standing straight in front of him. And I'll tell you one thing, if he does that to Tyson, he'll fly out over the Atlantic. I mean, he has to give angles. He has to turn. Oh, no control over the legs of Stewart. He's just having a hard time just standing upright.
Holyfield with the jab now. Looking to set up the monster right. Let's see.
And this is a point where the cornermen holler, "You first." You see the weariness, the inability to control his legs. Those body shots. Oh, another great uppercut. Those body shots of Holyfield are thunderous. Oh,
To the midsection.
you can hear that one without a mic all the way across the United States.
Holyfield just digging in. But Stewart stays on his feet.
Stewart is a brave fighter. He is being worn down like a battering ram against a gate. He is being slowly ground down, and there is no hope for him except to stand there and take it. His punches are ineffective now. They don't have that danger that they had earlier when he had a great round in the 5th.
And that is another major characteristic of Evander Holyfield. He knows how to wear people down with an accumulation of punches.
He is patient, above all patient.
Going for the money was Alex Stewart. And the right uppercut, you saw it by Holyfield. Just snapped Stewart's head back.
It's evident that as soon as Holyfield perceives an opening or a weakness, he exploits it all night long. He does not pardon you. However bad this looks right now, and he certainly is losing this fight handily, Alex Stewart, he's fighting back. And although the cut looks bad, it's up to the doctor to decide whether to cut it, to stop the fight. Stewart right now is still in this fight. He's still punching. He still has the ability. You cannot, with any judgment, stop the fight right now as long as he's fighting back.
The doctor has the authority to stop the fight, as does the referee.
As does the corner. I mean, if you have...
What's Tony Perez doing now?
I don't know. That's call the doctor and look at the cut time. Too much. The doctor said, "Dog, it says 2 hours," and that is it. Holyfield has won. No question about it. Alex Stewart went to school, and he got a lesson. I was about to say his corner should stop it. When you have a valuable property like Alex Stewart can be, why let him get demoralized and beaten and maybe never be the same fighter again? Why not just say, "We've got a cut. Let's go. We'll have better days," and forget about it. As far as I can see, Alex Stewart has the makings of a good heavyweight. He must go out and fight good fighters. He must learn his lesson slowly. The big jump to Evander was too much for him. He is a grammar school kid in a college environment here. But I do believe that he is good contender material with a scarcity of heavyweights there, bringing him along with fights where he will learn he could be a contender inside of a year and fight a rematch with Holyfield. And if it comes to that, finally fight Tyson if it has to.
And he has shed that Rodney Dangerfield tag.
Yes, you're right. I think he earned the respect of everyone watching this tonight. He had his chance. He looked good in the 5th. It looked like he was coming on. But Evander Holyfield is a concentrated, focused fighter.
So here in round 8, a technical knockout for Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield raising his record to 23-0 with 19 knockouts. He's now 5-0 as a heavyweight, all by KO. Meanwhile, they attend to the eye area of Alex Stewart. Dogged determination by Stewart, but Holyfield was just too much. Holyfield had his difficulty from time to time earlier on in the fight, but then he took charge. We'll get the official word in just a moment. Has to go down, though, as a moral victory for Alex Stewart. Although he lost the fight, he did gain a lot of respect here tonight. And I'm sure a lot of respect from this man, Evander Holyfield. Michael Buffer has the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a very severe cut on the right eye of Alex Stewart, Chief Ringside Physician Dr. Frank B. Doggett advised referee Tony Perez to stop the bout. The official time, 2 minutes, 51 seconds of the 8th round. The winner, and still Continental America's heavyweight champion, still #1 contender, Evander Real Deal Holyfield. display of courage. A severe cut. Let's hear it for Alex Stewart from Brooklyn, New York.
The crowd appreciating the efforts of Alex Stewart. They continue to work on the cut over the right eye.
Got that right.
So his consecutive knockout streak comes to an end at 24. The American record would have been 25.
Be back.
Ferdy Pacheco is ready in the ring.
Come on. We're in the ring waiting for Duva and Evander to come over. We've got, he took his time taking care of Stewart. Why shouldn't he take his time coming over? Evander, disappointment or satisfied with your performance?
Well, I did the best I could today. Stewart was very tough, and you know, I don't make no excuses about anything.
You look like you stood right in front of him, especially in the 5th round where you got off some wonderful shots. Did any of that, were you tired? Were you just, your mind wander? What happened to you?
Well, I couldn't get myself motivated like his first time I ever been in a match where I couldn't get things clicking, but I just tried to hang in there the best I could.
When you found that you can land an uppercut, it was obvious in the very first rounds, and then when you found it, it seemed like you were doing terrific amount of damage with your uppercut.
Well, yeah, I watched Stewart on the tapes, and I know that he had a good jab, and he sent himself all the way out, and so that would enable me to hit him with a good right uppercut, and I was landing very often.
You're a well-conditioned fighter. Did it seem to you that you were kind of easing up in one of those rounds, resting between rounds? I mean, you know, toward the end, you seemed to ease up one round, then you came back real hard and stopped them in the next one.
Well, I couldn't get myself together like I usually do. I'm waiting for the second win. I'm pushing myself, and I find myself again lazy. And Alex Stewart's a game fighter. I can't take nothing from him, but he's a very game fighter.
I think he gained a great deal of respect. All the people that sneered at this fight, including me, I must say were wrong. He came in and gave you all you could handle.
Well, yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank God for the victory.
Excellent. Now, let's see if we can look on the monitor a minute and see if you can see these uppercuts. And you can see the kind of opening that he had, leaning in. Look at that. It just seemed like it was so open for you, and there was the uppercut. Look at his head flying with a punch.
I was able to hit him the uppercut, but I wasn't able to get the left hook, and he carried his hand very high. The guy got a pretty good defense. He was faster than a lot of people get him credit for. He had a good jab.
What do you think his future is after a good showing like this?
I think Alex Stewart got a good future. I think he can beat a lot of guys out there. Yeah, I might have to take my hat off. The guy came out to fight. He had something to prove, and he really proved that he's a good fighter. And he deserved to be in the top 10.
Well, you're in like the old gunfighters. Everybody's looking for you, and you got to keep taking care of business every 3 months. But the good news is that's going to put you in some terrific good shape by the time you get in with Tyson.
Yes, I will be in shape, and I pray to God I'll be in better shape than I am today.
All right, Lou Duva, one of the trainer, manager of Evander Holyfield. Were you satisfied with the performance?
No, really not. You know, he was tough out there. Yeah, I knew Stewart was going to be tough. I knew that he wasn't going to be an easy fight. A young kid out there, 24 knockouts out of 24 fights. And regardless of what they said about the opponents, the guy can punch. And that's what I was concerned about. But I knew that Evander would beat him with up punches, what we call up punches, the uppercut and sure left hook. I thought that he was a little lax. I thought he could have snapped his punches a little more, which he didn't do.
Will a fight like this help you in conditioning and training Evander so that when he gets into Tyson, he'll be at top form?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, when you fight a Tyson, you fight a different style, number one. We'll get him in good physical shape, and he was in good physical shape tonight. He just was a little lax in what he did. But when it comes down to a Tyson fight, it's going to be an entirely different fight, and we'll fight an entirely different style.
Another fight in 3 months or so?
Well, in the next couple of weeks, we'll know.
All right. Thank you very much, Lou Duva. Again, a good job in the corner. Congratulations. And now for a very game fighter who won all the respect of the public, Mike Jones. I want to tell you, you were right. I was wrong. This is some kind of fight.
Thank you, Bertie. We're proud of him.
Fighting out of the